What happens when a decade-old warrant catches up with a man who claims he wasn't even in the state? Today, we're diving into one of the most explosive courtroom meltdowns we've ever seen, where Alan Pelton faces off against Judge Washington in a virtual arraignment that goes completely off the rails within seconds. We got a defendant refusing his own attorney, dropping F-bombs in open court, and claiming the system ruined his entire life over something he says he didn't even do. Stick around, because what starts as a routine bench warrant hearing turns into an emotional battlefield where past trauma, mental health, and the justice system collide in ways you won't believe. This is a kind of raw, unfiltered courtroom drama that makes you question everything about how our legal system handles people in crisis.
There ain't no bond. I don't care about a bond. The bond don't do goddamn thing for me. No bond. I can't bond out for this.
Hey.
Well,
Hi.
Chicago.
Hey. Okay, so we're just gonna mute you. Not sure what that was all about. Attorney Chanel, did you have a chance to speak with, I'm assuming that you are Mr. Pelton?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Pelton.
And
No,
Your Honor,
my attorney.
Hey, okay. Before you say anything else, you have an attorney. I think you should let her speak for you.
I'll speak for myself.
Are you saying that you don't want to be represented by an attorney for this arraignment?
Why should I? She ain't gonna help me. She ain't down to help me.
Hold up. Let's talk about what just happened here. When a defendant refuses legal representation in court, it's called proceeding pro se, representing yourself. But here's the thing. Judges hate when defendants do this, especially in emotional states. Why? Because without an attorney acting as a buffer, things can spiral out of control fast. Public defenders exist specifically to protect defendants from themselves in moments like this. When Pelton says she ain't going to help me, he's making one of the biggest mistakes you can make in court. The irony? His attorney later confirms he refused to even speak with her at the jail. This guy is literally sabotaging his own defense before the case even starts. The judge telling him to slow his roll is actually her trying to save him from himself.
I mean, how about you slow your roll a little bit so that we can actually call your case, okay, and see what's going on here. Now, this is case number 15S00004. This is the state of Michigan versus Alan Dwayne Pelton. So,
Assistant Public Defender Sonia Chanel on behalf of Mr. Pelton.
okay, and Mr. Pelton, are you willing to state your name for the court?
I'm Pelton.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, today is the date and time set for an arraignment. What I am seeing is that a bench warrant issued for your arrest way back March 13th of 2015 for your
No, it was 2013.
Okay. I'm looking at the case file right now.
2015, I wasn't even in this state.
Well, that would probably explain why a bench warrant issued for your failure to appear then.
You made me homeless with this dumb shit. All I did was tell my son to cool out. That's it. And I got this and homeless and everything else.
Wait, did you catch that? This warrant has been active since 2015. That's 9 years ago. And Pelton claims he wasn't even in Michigan. Here's where it gets complicated. Bench warrants don't expire. They sit there waiting, sometimes for decades. What's fascinating is Pelton's slip. He mentioned something about telling his son to cool out and suddenly becoming homeless. This suggests there's way more to the story than a simple failure to appear. The timeline is crucial here. If the original incident was in 2013, court proceedings in 2015, and now we're in 2024, this man has been living with this hanging over his head for over a decade. The question is, what triggered his arrest now? Was it a traffic stop? Another incident? The plot thickens, and the judge is about to drop some serious bond conditions on someone who's clearly at their breaking point.
else.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy.
I have
And
just
got my kid stolen
Hey.
from me.
I don't want to have to mute you, sir. I would like to be able to get through this. Okay.
I'm enraged. I got my son stolen from me. I got my light up over top of my.
Okay. So at this time, did you wish to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor. We stand muted to the charges and regarding bond. I would like the court to note that Mr. Pelton did refuse to speak with me today during his jail visit, so I was unable to advise him regarding this matter. However, I did notice that he does not have any holds at this time. Therefore, I would just be asking the court to set a bond in this matter in another court date. Thank you.
So at this time, he okay. I'm not going to have you unmute right now. I can't have you swearing and disrespecting the court like that. So, given the age of all of this and what's going on, okay, the court is going to set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are to report to community corrections within 24 hours of your release for drug and alcohol testing. You will need $12 and a photo ID. You are not to purchase or possess any firearms, ammunition, or other dangerous weapons. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity whatsoever. You are not to have contact with the victim in this case, and when the court says no contact, the court means no in-person contact, no contact through the mail, no contact over the phone, via phone calls, text messages, emails, social media, the internet in any way, shape, or form, or through third parties. And you are not to go to the victim's place of residence. You are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court. So that includes your next court date, which is going to be July 1st. That will be July 1st, 2024 at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington. If you don't have a device that you can use to access Zoom, there is a tablet in the lobby of the 14B District Court that you can use. The 14B District Court is the one in Ypsilanti Township. So it's off of Huron River Drive. You can also talk to the public defender's office. They may be able to help you get access to a device that you can use for Zoom. Prior to your release, you are to be fitted with a GPS tether. That is for tracking purposes only and to ensure your appearance at the next court date. At this time, based on the information within the case file and the age of this since the warrant issued, the court will set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Okay. If you're able to actually talk to me instead of yelling, I can ask them to unmute you. But I want to be able to talk. Okay. Just wave to them out there and tell them you want to be unmuted. Okay. You can unmute him so we can talk. You're
I'll
not on.
just sit here.
Okay. So,
I got nobody out there. I don't know a pair of soul.
okay.
Whoa, WHOA. Did this man just say he is nobody? After all that rage and emotion, we're getting to the real issue here. This is heartbreaking. The judge just offered him a personal recognizance bond. That means no money required. He can walk free, and his response is basically, why bother? This is someone who's been so beaten down by the system that freedom itself seems pointless. The GPS tether requirement is standard for flight risks, especially with a 9-year-old warrant. But listen to his confusion. He doesn't understand if he can leave his house, go shopping, or live his life. This isn't just about legal proceedings anymore. We're watching someone who's completely disconnected from society, trying to navigate a system that assumes you have basic resources like internet access and people who care about you. The judge is about to realize she's dealing with more than just a routine arraignment.
Okay. So, are you trying to suggest it would be your preference to stay in there, or is there something else that you are trying to ask for?
You're asking me to make a big amount? Because that ain't gonna help me.
Okay, sorry, you broke up a little bit there.
I said a bond amount is not gonna help me. I'll just sit in here if it's $5.
Okay, so I was setting a personal recognizance bond, so there is no amount.
Oh,
Okay, so you'd be getting out. I did order, however, that you get a GPS tracker prior to release.
do I get to go with it? Go shopping and pay bills and things and go around town.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm understanding you.
Do I have to stay in the house with it?
No, but it's to ensure your appearance at the next court date. So if for some
Okay,
reason you
and I
don't
need
show
to
up-
make sure I know how to do this. I don't know where the Itsy courthouse is to do the Skype.
Okay, so you don't have to come to Ypsilanti to do the Zoom. Okay, this is why you should probably talk to the public defender's office because they might be able to help you with this. Okay, you can access Zoom and Zoom court from anywhere.
Oh,
So long as you have a device. Now, I did say you're not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission.
yeah.
So long as you're in Michigan and you have access to a device with the internet, you can call into court on July 1st. Okay. Do you have a phone?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. A smartphone or no?
Yeah, a smartphone.
Okay. So you can use Zoom on a smartphone if you have.
I just don't know how to do it.
Well, you can have someone show you. I don't know if they'll do it at the jail, but there's people who can show you how to do it. You can also call into Zoom. There's
I don't have a good, easy time with people. People like to say, fuck you, die to me.
okay. So for starters, let's not swear in court.
I mean, people treat me terribly, spit in my face, punch me, hit me, flip me off. If I just say, can you please help me? That's the kind of behavior I get.
This just took a dark turn. Pelton just described being spit on, punched, and abused when asking for help. This isn't just courtroom drama anymore. We're witnessing someone in a full mental health crisis. The judge's composure here is remarkable. Instead of holding him in contempt for the language, she's recognizing the deeper issue. Notice how she immediately pivots to asking about community mental health resources? That's a judge who's seen this before. Someone so traumatized by the system that they can't even accept help when it's offered. His rejection of mental health services, while clearly struggling emotionally, is textbook trauma response. He says, I don't have a mental health problem, while simultaneously describing symptoms of severe PTSD and social isolation. The tragedy here is that the very services that could help him are the ones he trusts the least. This is what systemic failure looks like in real time.
I get.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to do what I can right now. Okay?
Yeah.
And I realize there's not a whole lot from here. All right. So I'm glad that we're actually able to talk right now, though. So that's a good start. All right. What I want you to do, Attorney Chenault, can you have somebody reach out to him today?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay, because I suspect that there are resources that the public defender can help you get connected with. Have you worked with community mental health at all?
I don't like them. No, I won't.
Okay,
I don't have a mental health problem.
okay. Well, fair enough. The point is more to get you connected with some resources in the community that might be able to help you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you've got your next court date. It's
Yeah.
July 1st. It's over Zoom. You're getting a personal recognizance bond.
What,
You
do I
are-
get paperwork to show me to tell me the dates?
Yeah, you should get paperwork before you leave the jail. Yes. Okay. If for some reason you don't, you've got a smartphone. Okay. You can Google the 14B district court.
All
and
right.
call us. All right.
Yeah.
You can do that if you forget anything or if you have any other issues, you can call the court.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like I said, you've got a personal recognizance bond, but you're probably going to be in there one more night because you're getting fitted with a GPS tether prior to getting out. And I don't know if you'll be able to do that today. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any questions for me right now?
No, I just don't understand how I even have a warrant for this. All I did
Okay.
was tell a child to knock it off 10 years ago.
And there it is, the bombshell. This whole case apparently stems from an incident with his child from 10 years ago, when he says his son was stolen from him and his life was ruined. We're seeing the decade-long aftermath of what was probably a family court situation that went nuclear. The fact that he's still this raw about it after 10 years tells you everything about how this has consumed his life. He mentioned earlier he just told his son to cool out. Was this a custody dispute that escalated? A domestic situation? The judge is smart not to dive into the details during an arraignment, but you can feel the weight of this history in every word. This isn't just about a missed court date. This is about a father who lost everything and never recovered. The system that was supposed to deliver justice became the very thing that destroyed him.
Okay. Okay. Well,
And it
and
ruined my life and took my love from my life, my own kid from me and everything.
okay, sir. Obviously, this is very upsetting for you, and I totally understand that. But we're not going into the details of the case right now. Okay? That's not going to help you at this stage. All right? So, hopefully, this will help you in the long run get this case resolved. Okay? Because, yeah, like you said, this is from 10 years ago. Okay? So, now, if you don't have any other questions for me right now, you've got your next court date.
Let me ask you something. How do you help someone who's been so damaged by the system that they can't even accept help anymore? We just watched the judge try everything, offering free bond, arranging attorney support, suggesting mental health resources, and hit wall after wall of trauma and mistrust. This case raises massive questions. Should there be a statute of limitations on bench warrants? How do we handle defendants who are clearly in crisis? Is our justice system equipped to deal with mental health issues? Or does it just make them worse? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the judge handled this correctly? Would you have done anything differently? Because what we just witnessed isn't justice or injustice. It's something more complicated. A system trying to process human tragedy through legal procedure and nobody winning. So let's break down what actually happened here. Alan Pelton, arrested on a 9-year-old bench warrant from 2015, appeared before Judge Washington for an arraignment on charges related to a 2013 incident involving his son. Despite being offered a personal recognizance bond, meaning immediate release with no money required, Pelton's decade of apparent homelessness, isolation, and trauma made even freedom seem meaningless. The judge ordered GPS monitoring, mandatory drug testing, no contact orders with the victim, and a July 1st Zoom court appearance. The public defender confirmed Pelton refused legal counsel, making this case exponentially more complicated. What we witnessed wasn't just a legal proceeding, but a window into how unresolved trauma, systemic failures, and mental health crises intersect in our courtrooms every single day. This case highlights the desperate need for reform and how our justice system handles defendants in crisis. If this breakdown opened your eyes to the reality of our legal system, make sure to smash that like button, share this video with someone who needs to see it, and subscribe to our channel for more raw, unfiltered courtroom coverage. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our next shocking case breakdown. And seriously, let us know in the comments, should bench warrants expire after a certain time? Your input shapes our future content. Until next time, this is your window into justice or the lack thereof.